What's up, everybody? On the podcast now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I talked about this in the first video today, kind of hinting at, yesterday there was so many game stories, just news stories coming out. Every game this way, that way. Things were being announced. Really, really awesome. In fact, the last couple of days have been really awesome in the game, in the entertainment world in that way. While things are still not so great outside in the living world, in the actual gaming world, things seem to be picking up. And one of the biggest stories of yesterday was that SpongeBob got a release date. Now, actually, 2 nights ago, this leaked on the Xbox Live Store. It said June 23rd, had a new trailer, had pictures, had all that kind of stuff. Nobody really said anything about it. There were people that obviously spotted it, but nothing was really said. Following morning, obviously, yesterday morning, new trailer, right? There were like a release kind of trailer announcing, Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC on June 23rd, 2020. Very, very exciting. This game continues to look absolutely incredible. People have gotten a chance to play this game quite a few times. I talked about that in the past video. SpongeBob and even Destroy All Humans, THQ games in general, THQ Nordic being the publisher, they seem to like to have their games be out into the public, right? They go to the PAXs, they go to all these different kind of conventions to let people get their hands on it, and people really seem to have enjoyed this. Now, obviously, it's a recreation, a remake of probably the best SpongeBob game that's ever come out, but again, continues to look really, really good. There was a little bit of worry from me. I think a lot of people a couple weeks ago leading into this game, there was not a lot being talked, but obviously it's kind of excusable, right? Because there's a lot going on in the world right now. There's a lot of problems, and at the same time, there wasn't a lot of talk on this game. We knew that it was supposed to come out like the first half of the year, somewhere around then. Maybe it was going to line up with the SpongeBob movie, which was going to be May 22nd. There were leaks, obviously, saying that this game may come out May 22nd. Obviously not proven to be true. And then even I made videos on this channel, on the second channel, and I talked about when could this game release. And I basically said the same thing for this game and Destroy All Humans, and the fact that this game was either probably going to be, it could be in May, it could line up with the movie, and then the movie was now moved. I believe it's like July 30th or July 31st is now the date for SpongeBob. So I said it could have, lined up with the movie in late May, or they could do, late June or sometime in August. Those seem to be really good spots for games. I wonder how that would now affect Destroy All Humans, if that does impact it at all, and I honestly feel like it does. Even though they are two very different properties, I feel like one does impact the other. But looks great. I talked about it before. I have a 6-year-old daughter. She loves SpongeBob. I plead myself guilty that I got her into it, but I'm really, really looking forward to this game. This game looks very, very solid. My birthday is actually on June 28th, so it's a couple days after that. Whether or not The Last of Us Part 2 or Ghost of Tsushima actually release when they're supposed to, if one does release on June 26th, late June could be a really, and it always is. Last year, we had Crash Team Racing, we had Super Mario Maker 2. We normally have a couple, normally one, at least one, if not 2 or more games that release like very late June or very early July. And I think it's a very, very good spot for SpongeBob. Again, obviously, on pretty much every console. I think I'll be getting it on PS4, but I love the idea of it coming on the Switch. Obviously, it's got brand new multiplayer. Again, the game looks absolutely phenomenal. It's just it's finally a good sign, like something good happening. Like I said in the beginning of this video, there's been a lot of negativity, a lot of bad stuff basically going on in the world, right? And we've seen all these things get pushed, all these things get delayed, and while movies and television and stuff like that, they're probably going to have problems years down the line now because of all this stuff. When it comes to games, largely, for the most part, they've been unaffected by all this, and that is good news. At the same time, we have seen games kind of be pushed out, and we don't know next to none of the games that are releasing besides, again, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Cyberpunk, Avengers. Those were like the big ones, and then we knew, Destroy All Humans, SpongeBob, those are games. Now we have Crisis Remastered, right? Those are games that are floating around there, but when do they release? Now that we finally got a date for SpongeBob, it just feels good. It feels good to know that no matter what, whether or not Ghost of Tsushima or whatever gets pushed, there's really nothing in May, I'll be honest. In my own personal opinion, there's really nothing. There's Saints Row the Third Remastered. I own Saints Row the Third for PlayStation 3. It's a solid game. I don't know if I would necessarily get the remastered version, but besides that, really there's no games that stick out to me. in May. The next game, after like Predator Hunting Grounds would probably be SpongeBob, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, whichever one comes first. So while there's not going to be a lot gaming-wise releasing, at least going on over the next month, at least we finally know, okay, there are, again, there were the games guaranteed to us. There was games that we knew were going to come out relatively soon, and now SpongeBob obviously being one of them. Now we finally know its release date. So everything looks solid about it. I'm very, very excited for the game. Like I said, the game looks amazing. Everything, there's really not been anything negative I've read or seen in any video about this game. So I am very much ready to play this game. Let me know in the comments, though, guys, if there's anything you want to see specifically for SpongeBob. We made a video a couple weeks ago on this game, and it did really, really well. You guys seem to really like it. So I definitely be up to making more videos. We'll be covering the game when it does release. I'll obviously have videos then. But if there's anything you want me to talk about leading into the game, definitely let me know in the comments, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed, have that bell icon turned on, again, so you know when any of these SpongeBob videos or any other videos in general come out. Thank you again, and I'll see you all on the next video.